in my college days, we had a guy in my class, his name was Moose. You remember Moose? Moose played football, he wasn't that good, and Moose was dumb. He really wasn't very smart. Recently, we had a class reunion out at the University of North Florida where I got my MBA before I went to law school. And I'm standing in, if you've ever been out to the University Center, it's a beautiful place. I'm standing in the foyer, and there's a glass wall, you know, overlooking the porch and the portico where the cars pull in. So I'm standing there and I'm having a drink with my friend. We had a lot of high-profile people in my class, as it turns out, you know. You don't learn this until you go back to the reunion. A lot of doctors and accountants and some business people, and people ran for local office. So we're talking, catching up the news, and we see a car pull up out front. It's a Rolls Royce, escorted by 2 state troopers on a motorcycle. And the attendant goes and opens up the back door, and out steps, lo and behold, it's Moose. He's got a full-length fur coat. He's wearing one of those mink fur hats, you know. He's got a beautiful blonde on his right arm, a beautiful redhead on his left arm, and a beautiful brunette who's carrying his briefcase. He steps out of the car, he waves it, "Hiya, fellas." And you see glinting in the sun this diamond gold ring. Rolex, gold chains. He comes in and he starts talking to us, and my conservative friend, after a couple of drinks, he walks over and he puts his beer cup down on the table beside him, and he says, "Now, Moose, I got to talk to you for a second." This is in front of the group. He says, "Moose, I want to know, you come in here with this Rolls Royce, you got all these beautiful ladies helping you, you got this mink coat, the gold chains. You know you're dumb as dirt. How did you do it? I want to know how you did it." And you know the personality? I mean, Moose would never take offense. He would just, you couldn't insult the guy. He would not accept an insult. And he says to my friend, he says, "Well, I tell you what happened." He says, "When I graduated from my degree, I wasn't good enough to play pro ball, so I went to work for a gas station. And I started making these little gaskets. I made them for $1, and I sold them for $4. And I tell you what, boys, over time, that 25% profit adds up." And I would say to you that, Moose, he got the details wrong, but he followed his instincts. He followed his instincts. So sure, our Tea Party candidates may go up to the Hill and they might get some details wrong. But as long as they follow their instincts, they're going to get it right. And the same applies to you. Follow your instincts on these policy questions that come to the table. Because if you do, you will be successful again in 2012 like you were in 2010. Thanks for having me, and I'll take any questions you want to ask.